Hi, my name is Madison Wilder, and this is my second video on the epidemic project. My epidemic that I picked was COVID-19, and I will tell you the effects and how it happened and what made COVID-19 COVID-19. COVID-19 began in late 2019 and was China, and it spread it around the world. So COVID-19 started in China, and it got spread around with many people, and yeah, it like spread it around like late 2019, about to be 2020, and it spread it around a lot of people in America. COVID-19 affected a lot of people in the world, like I just said. To be in COVID-19 was difficult and stressful. Now let me tell y'all this. Some people do say that COVID-19 was good because we was in a what is it called, pandemic. We didn't have school, but COVID-19 really gave us a lack of education. We had to be online school, like this, like that, right there, and that right there. We had to be online school. You couldn't really learn a lot because you was like online digital. You wasn't in like the class, and like it was pandemic. Everything was shut down. You had to like stores were shut down, schools were shut down. Everything was shut down because of COVID-19 and how it spread it very fast. Scientists believe that COVID-19 may started from animals and spread it to humans. That is correct from information that was found from PMCNCBINLMNIN.org. Whatever that is, here's the site right here. It tells you that. And basically, yes, that's true. Well, they think is true that in China, animals, they had a little disease. It affected, people. They have animals at home. They might have touched their cat or touched their dog. And, they would have got their disease and it would have affected people. It went from China to America to everywhere. And COVID-19 really lasted a very long time. The medical effects of COVID-19 is blood clots and heart damage. So when you get COVID-19, people expect to be so deadly. Yes, it can cause a lot of blood clots, a lot of heart damage, your heart, stuff like that. From experience, people in my family and me, I had COVID-19. My experience, since I was 7 when COVID-19 started, yes, I was 7, and basically it was a lot. Like, I had headaches, but I had got retested. It wasn't that bad. My mother had it, and her experience is terrible. Like, I had to go over my grandma's house because I didn't want to get sick, and I didn't want to get it. But yeah, it's a very bad experience. The social effects of the epidemic is higher rates in closed schools. Like I said from the start, it really affected the high rates. The high rates, it got higher for more people getting it, more people dying, and it got higher each month. And yes, schools closed, everything shut down because of the COVID-19 and how fast it could spread. Epidemiologists use data, public health testing to solve the problem of COVID-19. From a project, I can't think of her name, but this is her, and she helped create COVID-19 shots. So like people, I don't know how to explain it. Like a shot for COVID, and they had testing like COVID tests and like stuff like that, so you can know if you have COVID or not. And they also have COVID shots for it. The character traits and mindsets the individuals involved in the epidemic is responsibility and teamwork. When I say responsibility and teamwork, it takes a long time to make a test, make a shot for an exact disease that's spreading around fast, and it has to be the correct one. So they're testing it on people who has it to see if it makes them even more sicker or does it make it more better. Lastly, one lesson learned from COVID-19 is being prepared and listening scientifically. The lesson that I just read, the lesson I learned from this epidemic is, being prepared and listening scientifically. When I say listen scientifically, I mean like listening, like what's going on in the world, because you don't know what can happen. You don't know what can happen. And you don't know what's wrong with you. You don't know like what's gonna happen. And being prepared, like making sure you have everything. Like if you knew about COVID-19, y'all see everybody hurry up went to go get the tissues and stuff before all the stores closed down because you wouldn't have to get it no more. And some people say, well, from experience for me, Amazon, they closed down. You couldn't really order from nothing, and if you did, you had to wear a mask. The people who had gifted you had to wear a mask. That was my project. Well, that was my second video for my epidemic on COVID-19. Bye.